Welcome everyone to today's session on S2K mobile warehouse management. I'm a sales and account manager here at VAI. Been with the company for 5 years. So what we're going to talk about today is the mobile warehouse management app. I'm going to take us through some of the most common or most popular functionality through the app. What you see on the right is the first login screen, right? So you log into the app and there's all the features and functionality that you have. When we talk about feature benefits of the app, the whole idea is to replace expensive RF technology with these modern mobile units. The app can run on both iOS or Android. Android seems to be the most popular option as of late. I see a lot of Zebra units out there, like a TC21 seems to be the most popular unit. You can go on their website and check that out. The app's designed to make processing in your warehouse lighter, easier, and faster than ever. Leveraging these touch screens, easy navigation, the training to get your users up to speed on WMS seems to be a lot quicker than traditional RF guns. And it's ideal to enhance your current warehouse processes and is also perfect for small stockroom management. So just a screenshot. This is a screenshot from our website. You can check this video out, our mobile WMS video, one of our customers giving a live demo, and just some screenshots. It's Ethical Products. You can go on our video page and check it out. Really great video that takes them through picking orders right through the device. And just some snippets from our customers. The bottom line is we see, increases in fill rates with little back orders, training, and getting users up to speed seems to be much quicker and faster on the mobile WMS units. So lots of customers using these apps, lots of great benefits that you can check out. This is all available on our website as well. So to start, I want to take us through some of the product maintenance functionality. So moving over to the app, this is the typical home screen that you'll see. You can go into product maintenance, search on any product. You can, of course, scan. You can physically search and type it in, or you can use your finger and point and click and find the item you're looking for. Once you do find the item, you have a couple different options, right? You can, associate any item to a bin. You can scan the bin and associate that item into that bin. You can view the bin, play around and manipulate the min and max. You can also do UPC maintenance, so I can scan UPCs or view all the UPCs associated with this item, right? So you can scan it in right through the app, delete them. And then you also have options to print out all your forms and labels through the app. So for example, if you were looking for a bin label, right, you can use this app to print out all your bin labels. You would scan the bin and it would spit out a bin label for you. And then there's other forms and labels that you can generate right through the app as well. Moving over to receiving, I want to take us through the mobile receiving process, right? So a user would sign in. They would click the receiving option. For this demo, we're going to go into PO receiving, but just note you can do transfers, cargo receiving, RAs, get your PO labels. So you have a lot of different options here, but we'll go into PO receiving. The first step would be to scan or search for the PO. You can also search on a specific vendor or a specific item tied to a PO. So we'll just grab the PO we're looking for here, 2645, select it, and the next screen will show you all the items that are on that PO, right? So the way that you would use this app is you would start scanning the items right off the PO. As you scan, you'll see, where's my mouse? There it is. Where'd it go? There it is. So as you start scanning items, you'll see on the receiving section, start to add up. So we've scanned in one, right? You can continue to manually scan in each item, or you can click the little hamburger menu here and do a receive all, right? So you can go in here and just type in, 120 was ordered. We scanned in one. Let's just, manually key in the other 119. So you can do it like that way, or you can scan individual items. Once everything is scanned, you'll see a little green checkbox. You can also have the option where it just wipes from the screen once you've scanned all the items, right? And then once you're done, you would just close out the PO and somebody else would come to do your put away and movements, right? The other thing you can do is build pallets right on the fly, right? So we're scanning this PO in, but let's say we want to build a pallet. We can click pallet build. Say we want to build one pallet, print our pallet label, click submit. We can see this pallet 016 has been created. And then anything that we scan now is going to be tied to this pallet. So you can see now the pallet number is filled out, right? And anything we scan from here on out will go onto that pallet. So we would do the same process, scan or key in our quantities. Everything is tied to this pallet. When we go to our summary, right, here's our pallet information, everything we've scanned, and we can print this and put it away. And here's our pallet labels that would be generated. You can slap them right on the pallet. The next screen here is if you were doing any serialized numbers or lot numbers, right? So in this example, I'm going to scan this item. It's a serialized number, so it's going to prompt the scan serial screen and ask me for the serial number of this item, right? So you'll see there a drop-down list here. You can scan the serial number, you can key it in, right? And everything's tied together. So we'll just click done here. Here's our PO summary screen. We can print any item labels, put away labels, proof lists, right? And we'll just end PO receiving. The put away process, right, works pretty similar. This is just our move ticket inquiry on the back end of S2K, right? Showing we have, this item on this pallet, and the move ticket is showing we want to move it from, in this example, our receiving bin or our receiving dock to bin B2005, right? So you can see all this information on the back end. And then on the app itself, you would go into product movement, go to pickup, right? So we're picking up these items, right, and putting it in our possession. So you can see my tote. I have a tote here, and it's my, put away tote, or pickup tote, I should say, whatever you want to call it, right? So you would scan your tags or your items or your pallets, right? You would scan it. Now it's in my possession, right? And the next step would be to put it away. So we would go into put away, kind of the reverse process here. You would scan the tag, scan the bin you're putting it away, and now you can see on the back end, this quantity of 120 is now sitting in bin B2005. On the order picking side, we'll walk you through the WMS picking workflow, right? So this screen is just showing you the common workflow, right, on how orders are coming in, how they're queuing up in our order manager in S2K, being distributed to the RF or the mobile units. And then there's an optional order verification step involved as well. So it doesn't matter how the orders come into the S2K, right? Whether it's through order entry, transfers, EDI, our e-business or e-commerce application, or our mobile ordering app, all the orders will queue in and sit in the order manager. So this is the order manager screen in the back of S2K, right? This allows you to filter a selection of orders and release them to the warehouse for picking, right? You can just press enter here and it's going to show you every order in the system, or you can use these filters to fine tune what you're looking for, right? Another button that customers use a lot is the ship via summary. So it displays all the carriers and orders, and then you can prioritize the release of the orders to the floor this way, right? Maybe I want to get my UPS or roadways out. I can filter on them. Jump to the next screen. This will show me all the orders that are in the system based on my previous selections. And then I can just either do a select all here or highlight and click each order that I want to release, right? So let's say I want to select these 4 orders. I would click pick tickets, and this would generate a batch grouping those selected orders and send it to the guns for picking. You can also manually assign pickers by clicking the picker analysis and come in here and assign your pickers. So to the mobile unit, this is what a user would do. They would go into the picking option. In this example, they would go to warehouse batches, select the batch that they want to start working on. So we select that batch. Here's all the orders. Click on an order. The first screen will show you the order information, right? Or the header information, the build to, the ship to, and any messages that were keyed in, right? Those would also flow to the mobile unit. So to start, here's all the items that are on this order. The first step would be to scan the bin, right? So we're going to scan bin A1000. And then you scan the items, right? So we have 2 eaches here to pick. So you would scan these. Again, if there was any serial numbers, this screen would pop up. You would select or scan the serial numbers. Once those items have been scanned, right, and we've picked the quantity that's established here, you'll see the green checkbox, and you just keep going through and picking this order until it's complete. At any point, you could put, if you want to pick and pack into a box, you can do that, right? So we can go to box information, put everything in a box, and when it's full, we can actually close out the box, generate our labels here, right? So these buttons would automatically generate our shipping labels if it was configured. There's also lot and date tracking support. So if anything that you were scanning was lot controlled, this screen would pop up asking you for the lot number, right? Or you can do a lot inquiry, see the lots associated with this item, shelf life, what's available. You can get product information by clicking the what we refer to as the hamburger menu here. So on any item, I can go in and get product information, see any kind of additional information, maybe where else this item is located in my warehouse. Lots of different options that you can do right from the gun. But anyway, once you're done and you scanned everything off your screen, you can put it in a, sorry, this is a verification screen. It's in the wrong place. So once picking is complete, the next step would be order verification. It's an optional step, right? You could do either fix station, order verification, or do verification right through the mobile unit, right? So on the left here is the fix station order verification through the back end of S2K, or you can do order verification right from the mobile unit itself. So here's fix station, a customer doing that, where they kind of have, either a tablet or a workstation set up, and they're doing their order verification, or we can do it right from the gun. We'll go into verification. Here's all our orders. We would select an order, see all the items that were scanned, and we would just go in one by one and verify them. Okay, we're also closing out boxes too if we want on the fly here, and generating our shipping labels. If there was any discrepancies in the verification process, they would be shown here. You can look at the back order information, print out all your labels. And if you wanted, there can be a second step, a workflow approval process where somebody else validates the discrepancies. Through the mobile warehouse, there's also shipping system integrations, right? So we have separate shipping systems where orders are verified with the order verification and the box labels are generated, right? We have a standard UPS and FedEx integration, or you can go with the more advanced shipping system. 2 of our most popular vendors out there are Varsity and Agile. So you can scan the boxes. It would automatically launch, in this example, UPS World Ship. You would scan the carton number, and all that information eventually would backfeed into S2K. You can go into any order, go into shipping info, and see all your tracking numbers. And if you click this truck, it will launch, again, in this example, UPS World Ship, and you can see all the shipment information. Cycle counting and physical counting is another feature of the system. So we can go into cycle counting. You have a number of different options here. You can do physical counts, counts by items, by bin, directed cycle counts, which are set up on the back end, or do cycle counts by pallets. Right? You can also set up all your items on a cycle count schedule based on their item ranking, and these will go out automatically, or you can do it on the fly. So if we want to do a cycle count by bin, we would go into the bin, go to bin A1002, key in our quantities, right? Go through that process, post your cycle count. Anything that was not counted or discrepancies that existed, you would see them here. If you wanted to set it up this way, this can go to a manager to do any kind of overrides or approvals, right? So it would prompt for a manager password, and they would key that in. So that's pretty much all the features at a very, very high level, right? The last thing that I wanted to show here today is just some of the stuff we're doing in S2K Analytics, which is our custom report and dashboard tool, what we've built out specifically for warehouse management. So there's lots of great dashboards and reports that are available in here that you could take advantage of if you're running our S2K Analytics tool, which is powered by IBM Cognos, right? One of the most popular ones is like a scanner performance analysis, where I can come in here, I can filter on any specific warehouse or location, any time period, any individual scanner, and see all my reports and dashboards, right? So I'm looking at scans by day or quantity by day, my picker analysis, who did what, the number of scans, the number of quantities, what areas, what zones, right? All the different types of scan types that were captured. So lots of great information that are available in these dashboards. We also have a bin analysis, right? So you can come in here and look at all your bins in your warehouse. You can filter on a specific bin and see exactly what's in that bin, what's on hand, what's available. Bin utilization, right? So how full or what capacity are these bins? And then again, some more information on scan types, right? Broken down by picker or location, specific date range. So lots of different dashboards and reports that are available through analytics.